Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeon Delvers, the channel of geeky people who delve deeper into the realms of Dungeons and Dragons. It's been a while! Apparently, it's been a while for us this end of the pond. I say that like I'm in America, I'm not in England. It's been a while. It's been about 6 weeks IRL, but you know, in game time it's been about 2 hours since the last episode, so it's one of those things. Yeah, welcome back. It's good to be back. It's good to have the cast back. Everyone say hello.
Hello.
Very nice. So cool,
Oh.
yeah. Keep making sure you follow, subscribe, and like this channel. Obviously, go on Dungeons Delvers with a Z on Instagram, and make sure you follow it on YouTube, and give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Because if you don't, then
Nah, everyone's left now.
everyone's gone. Everyone's like, nah, mate, this is old. You know, Critical Role's got a new season out. You know, we've got all these other places going on, and we can go to better channels than this motley crew of misfits. That's what we should have been called. But anyway, welcome back to Dungeon Delvers.
MCM.
Sentry currently has the best Darth Sidious voice, and he probably won't do it because he's gone all shy. But that's fine.
I'm keeping it on.
There it is. Cool. Everyone's back except for Jackal. Jackal, you still there, mate? I don't know. Are you still there?
Jackal is not here right now.
Oh, okay.
Please leave a message up to the
Damn it. Okay, that's fine. We've got some new merch which we don't have anyway. So let's crack on. I'll do the introduction from last session. If you guys have forgotten, because we haven't got a clue.
It's been so long.
It's been a while. So. Just bear with us. If things
Speaking of merch, I need a new coaster.
For your what? For your
I need
what? What do you need a coaster for, Chloe? What is it?
Coaster? This says Willow.
Oh! I thought the thing that goes on your coaster that you know you can't. Anyway.
No.
Right. So last we left off. I don't know what act we're on. I think we're on like Act 44 somewhere like that.
I think we'll leave it until we're up and running again.
No,
it's
we
been
won't.
a
We're
while.
gonna say a number and it can be wrong or right. We're on Act 44. There you go. Done.
Nice.
No matter what episode it's going to be. It's
We're on
gonna
Act
be
429. So, last we left off, the invasion of Targos came to a halt. The sorceress who cast the blight over one of the 10 towns has been slain and her pet snake, who dwelled and guarded the runic streets alongside. The streets became full of the elements once more, with howling winds and freezing temperatures, and heavy snowfall touching down, becoming back to the usual blistered. I can't remember. Yeah, that of the Icewind Street, with the blanket of snow now once filling the streets once more with a gift from the Frost Maiden, or real, let's just say. With the streets to yourself, most of you hear and see militia filling into the town, one by one, consisting of men and elf, struggling with different types of wounds and injuries caused by the battle that had been not so long ago with the skirmish with the shadow figures. To the skirmish of Targos. Taking your time for yourself, now the battle has ended and the streets are empty and the town is desolate. Some of you find new forged powers within hidden weapons, training amongst one another with new friends, aka Ghost, a newfound companion en route. Some of you help the wounded soldiers and meet up with Captain Garwin Toll, the commander of the Militian army, as he briefs you, or debriefs you, and thanks your party for your efforts, but he's keen to dive deeper into the means of how this blight happened in the first place. You then attempt to fix a gate after some attempts, jumping into magical ideas, but then using Sentry's enlarged size or form to fix the mechanism, allowing the gate to finally close once more. Still in bad shape, but it's functional. When Targo went to fetch his dogs with Ghost, a little outside of Targos and the nearby stables, all the sled dogs began to run past their owner, also known as Targo, straight to the gates, as one of them, one by one, ran straight into the gates, but then immediately after Ghost and Targo looking around, immediately seeing blue bull's aura of lights just appear, one by one, starting from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 different countable amounts. Now running back to the gate with Spirit and tow, and alarming the guards to sound a horn of action. We all find ourselves back in the safe walls of Targos for now. We find each of our characters in various parts of the town itself. So we start off with Jackal. Jackal, currently, you're working your way across the rampart, am I right?
I am indeed.
Yeah, so I would say that you're continuing, if you're action dashing towards the main gate, or are you going away from that, or what are you doing at the moment?
Yeah, so I think if I remember correctly, I was riding on a feeder and just action dashing towards the main gate until I could work out what the noise was.
Okay, and as you are running across these ramparts. Now, some of the areas are jagged and broken due to debris of battles gone, things that may have happened in the past, very recent past, or just general decay of the cold elements hitting the stonework and then becoming very warm, because science, bitches. So, when you are running across these ramparts as they're crumbling and cracking, you are seeing on your right-hand side, it is pitch black, by the way, it is night time. And you are seeing these little specks of blue to your right. Are you doing anything, or are you continuing?
So I actually do see the specks of blue now.
Just like we're talking, you know when you are like coming into a town or a city from a motorway and you see it just in the distance? It's almost like that effect, but you know it's much closer.
Okay, and I can't get a sense of what it might be. It's a bit too far away, and I'd imagine a bit blurry with how fast I'm going at the moment.
With how fast you're going, it does look, because it's quite prominent. What I would say is that I would ask for maybe a history check from you.
History. Okie dokie.
Is he smart?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first roll in 6 weeks. What are we gonna get? We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Read your rolls out, boy.
8.
8. With an 8, during your absolute panic and muster towards the gate, you look towards the blue areas, but as you are with Athena running, she slips and trips on numerous areas and rights herself, so you're safe, but you don't quite get the focus you need, and you are continuing along the path.
Okay, sweet. In that case, I'm just going to keep going, occasionally flicking my head towards it until I get back towards still on top of the wall, but where the main gate was, so that I still have the height advantage.
Okay, so you're making your way to the gate now. We'll get to that in a minute because you are currently approaching, but I'll let you know as soon as you're close. The rest of you, I remember that most of you are pretty much at the gate itself or just inside. We'll start off with Spirit and Ghost, with Targo. Targo, your spiritual... Can you just read the text out for your spiritual guardian, please?
Yeah, so...
I'm just trying to figure out how long it lasts, just to see.
So it's a Guardian of Faith. It's one large spectral guardian that lasts for 8 hours or until it has done a total of 60 damage. So anything that comes within 10 feet of it has to make a dexterity saving throw. Take 20 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, I'll have to make some consistent rolls. So it's a dex save and then the damage?
Yes.
And then it takes half damage if it fails? Or, passes?
Yeah, half of it passes, 20 of it fails, but then once the Guardian's done a total of 60 damage, it vanishes. Okie
dokie. Just for the sake of brevity, can you roll me 5 damage dice, please, at this point? Just in time.
Yeah. Oh no, it won't be damage. It's either 20 radiant damage on a failed save.
Oh, so it's a stat block amount.
Yeah,
cool. So
or it's 10 damage if they succeed on the dex.
And then how many until it vanishes? Did you say 80 or 60?
60.
60. Cool. No problem. Okay, good to know. What I will say though is, as you are possibly, are you staying on Spirit, or are you all dismounting and currently looking around? Because as you have run in with Spirit, there is absolute kind of not chaos, but there is a definitely uncertainty with the soldiers now who were once resting. They weren't long from battle. Most of them are exhausted. If any of them, you look around and take it in now that most of them aren't combat ready. So, as you guys have ran in, and Spirit is, obviously you've got your Ghost and Targos on Spirit, and as you mounted, as you look around on these soldiers, most of them are fresh from combat and not so long from combat that they are absolutely exhausted. And as you look around, most of them do look like they are in no position whatsoever to fight whatsoever. So you are taking all of this in one moment, that there may be a possible threat outside immediately, and the fact that you are probably well under protected at this moment. But as you do and you ride up, are you staying on Spirit or are you dismounting?
I would dismount at this point.
So you're dismounting. Say you see them run in as well, so you're free to do whatever you wish. And obviously Ghost, so Targo jumps off. One of the soldiers recently who had blown the horn, who had seen that immediately, runs up to you, Targo, and says, What is going on? What have we got outside?
I've no idea what it is, but it doesn't look friendly.
Let me muster the men. Let's see what I can do. Most of them they cannot fight.
I don't think they're gonna have a choice.
And you
It's
just
either that or death.
You just see the look of worry in this one soldier's face. He's got kind of this long black hair, kind of the Aragon look, the kind of very thick, long black hair over the eye, kind of blood everywhere from previous battle, and kind of looks around, and hand on the sword now, on his short sword, and just kind of looks around and kind of like starts giving orders to some of the other soldiers. And at this point, Captain Garwin comes straight up to you, Ghost, and looks towards Spirit and goes, "So what have we got? What's going on?"
I do not recognize these creatures, but they're not good.
What?
They are quick, they are fast.
Creatures. So they're definitely out. Can we
Well,
stop?
they're glowing. I don't know.
Glowing. Glowing.
Blue, wasn't it, Targo?
Yeah, blue. The complete opposite of the shadow creatures we've previously been fighting.
Maybe that means they could be helpful if they're the opposite.
This-
Fucking ghosts and fucking creatures. And you see him just getting very, very frustrated, stamping his feet, almost kind of like kicking around, looking around at his men.
Having a tantrum won't solve anything.
Are you their leader?
Make an intimidation check, sir.
Okay.
Turns around to you, Ghost.
Intimidate.
I am Commander Garwin. Yes.
22.
Commander Garwin.
Yes.
Right.
I'm the commander of what you see left of this militia and most of Bryn Shander, if not.
And what do you stand for, Garwin? Of the militia?
What do I stand for? Truth, justice.
What do you stand
I stand for fucking these creatures up that have decided to invade our town. That's what
Exactly. Use that motivation. Use it. Don't let it beat you down. You have faced far worse today. We have all faced shit. Use that motivation. And lead your men.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. You got a 22, so.
Yes.
You see Garwin, this kind of like very, this tough figure, quite well built, big thick leather armor, scars down the face, your typical general kind of look, with this kind of very strong back, look at you and then kind of look towards you and look at your figure and kind of look down at the floor at the same time and look back up at you.
That's a 15.
And then as soon as Ghost says that, you see and go, right, I suppose we've got the savers of Targos around. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Right, let's go fuck some creatures. Blue creatures.
Say, have you ever faced any blue floating glowing creatures before? I do not recognize. I'm not from these lands.
Can't say I have. I'm not from here either. We've only been here a couple of months.
Well, let's not underestimate it. It's probably from this area.
Saya will unsheath his sword from his back, kind of get prepared.
I would do the same, and as I'm on, just for flavor-wise, Fraser, as I'm on Spirit, the just shimmer of armor starts to appear on Spirit, like battle-ready armor, and I pick up my helmet and place it on my head, and you see a dragon's face. It's just like sort of like knight's arm. It's got holes in the front so I can see, and then it's like a dragon's mouth coming over the top, and then long horns going in the back, and it's just all the frills coming off it of a dragon's head, all plated in gold.
And when you do that, you see Garwin come up to you and kind of turn around, and he looks at one of the other soldiers and goes, "Dion, you take the rest, find somewhere safe." And he looks back at you and goes, "You're going to tell me where you got that after this is finished." You see, Commander Garwin turns around and speaks to some of his soldiers as they come up to an approach. He starts gesturing hand movements over to kind of like formations away from where you are, and talking about defensive maneuvers, and just kind of overhearing small mutterings of preparing for a fight. As he gives one look back to you, Ghost, and then walks off with the soldiers. What are you guys up to while this is on?
Preparing for battle, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm staying at the door, keeping an eye out, making sure no spooky shiz is happening, and keeping an eye out on the soldiers to make sure they're doing what they're told.
Okay, awesome. At this point, everyone who's closest to the door, to the gate, does hear a familiar sound to what you heard not so long ago. But you definitely do hear the ethereal sound of a magical presence fighting off these forms, or whatever they are. And you do hear kind of sounds of bodies or something hitting the floor, as you hear almost like an echoing shine sound. It's a very strange effect, but you do hear something coming from the other side of the gate, which you assume, Targo, you would probably know that this is going on, right? So do you feel or do you sense it attacking, or do you just trust in it? What's your connection with this?
It'd be more of a sense. It'd be more, I can sense what this guardian, the spectral guardian, is doing, and
Yeah.
I'd be able to sense whether it's just stood still guarding or whether it's actually attacking something, and then possibly be able to sense as well when it disappears.
Got you. Okay. Well, you do sense definitely that there is some action going on. Whether it's being moved or it's taking an action, it's definitely swinging for whatever might lie behind the door. And at the same time, everybody hears the kind of creaking and groaning from whatever it is. And you do hear the odd kind of, it's almost like cracking noises and ticking noises, like a, and then like the odd, very, very, very haunting in a sense that it's coming from this very dark void which lies behind the gate. And as every single shriek or every single kind of sound comes through this, all the guards or the soldiers that once trying to find space to rest are now trying to take arms. Some of them standing up barely, keeping their form up with their swords and shields or whatever they have, and aiming it towards the door. You see one human male with his hand kind of resting on one of the posts or one of the broken bits of building, and kind of aiming the sword towards the door with a kind of shake as well. You can kind of get the grasp of the valor of these men, especially what they've been through. But as this is continuing on, you can see Captain Garwin starting to talk and muster around different troops. As you do see some of them start to make their way towards the gate, some that are more able-bodied. Sentry, what are you up to? Where are you?
If I'm on the front gate side, I mean, we don't know if the whole city is fully secure from the walls, do we? We know that the militia kind of came in, but
you are not aware that the whole city is possibly safe. So the whole town. You do have an idea that the only way was in, because otherwise you may have been told from the brief that there may have been an exposed point in the building, in the castle keep area. But as far as you're aware, you think this is the only way in and out.
in that case, I'll probably set myself kind of close to the main gate.
Okay.
If I can, go into a sentry's rest at the moment.
Sure. So you're going into a
It
rest.
just looks like regular me, but I'm just
Yeah.
yeah.
You're basically sitting there like a door stop, like a lamppost rather than an actual walking lamppost. You're now just a lamppost. That's fine.
Yep.
Not a problem at all. Say you're preparing for anything. You are walking towards the door. Are you connecting with any guards or anyone else?
Nah.
No, just keeping to yourself.
Fuck them.
And Targo, whereabouts are you now placed, knowing that you're hearing these noises?
I would probably sort of take a couple of steps back, be behind Sentry and Sayer and Ghost.
Okay. I would say at this point, Spirit's kind of becoming a bit unnerved, and you do see the kind of sense that Spirit's body is becoming a bit, not twitchy, but just kind of like, you see the head kind of move and the ears very rapidly like start looking around, and just the unsteadiness a little bit.
Do I feel what he's feeling?
Make a animal handling check.
Why not? Let's fucking do it. Animal handling, I'm shit at that. That is a 10.
10. I would say that's high enough to understand the feeling of fear, and that these creatures can fear something, and it is definitely happening. So you do feel like something is about to happen, which is a bit obvious, but in this animal or this fey creature or whatever it might be also feels the same. If that makes sense. Jackal, you're coming towards the keep now, the main gate, which is the one opposite the tower that you went up before. Now, as you're approaching and you're seeing to your right-hand side just these balls of light, these energies, just kind of scattered about. But as you are getting closer, you can hear more noises now. I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Ooh. Echo is going to get 23.
23.
23.
With a 23, you are approaching the gate. And as you do, Athena is moving around kind of broken rubble and obstacles alongside this rampart that may have fallen from any debris or damage. And as you do, she comes to one of the ends of where you do see now the other keep, the one just behind the gate itself. And you can now see, coming from the streets, the lights that maybe some of the soldiers and some of the militia have made with torches and things. So you can see kind of like a soft ember glow coming from these buildings, or the rubble, and you do get like quite a weird outline of it as well. But at the same time, you walk towards with Athena. She kind of plods straight towards where the keep is, and you look down, and you can see there is more of a cluster of these bluish lights. Bear in mind you're about 50-60 feet in the air compared to the floor, so you're high up. But you do hear the kind of like shrieking and odd cracking of, and the kind of like the creaking of something. It's like knocking. It's like a wooden knock. You're unsure of what it is, and just chings of like armor and very strange sounds.
Okay. And I'm pretty much by the main gate now, just on top, aren't I?
So you're approaching the other keep, but as you are getting closer, you do realise that this keep itself is very heavily damaged, to the point of that there is a door, but it doesn't look like it's accessible from just opening. It looks like you can see the roof has basically sunken in on itself on its side. So you assume that if it is the same interior as the other one, it may not be accessible. I mean, you can figure out for yourself if you wish, but it looks like it's kind of a no-go zone.
Okay. And where the roof's kind of collapsed in on itself, would there be any way to sort of climb on top of that and find like a sort of perch point?
Yeah, you could definitely try and work your way up. I mean, anything's possible. Especially with Athena's, because she's got climb speed as well. You could find some sort of rubbled ledge to find to jump on. Make with that perception, I would say you find one. But if you want to do that, make a athletics check, please.
Cool. Is this going to be for Athena?
This is going to be for Athena if you do it on Athena. If it's for you, then you need to dismount.
Yeah, I'll do it for Athena. She can get us up there. 24.
24, no problem whatsoever. Like, she's done this a million times. She scrambles on, and she does get a footfall with one of the rocks that kind of slides off, and one of a bit of the building and the brick, and you see her slide straight off. But that paw then meets purchase on another one and pushes yourself off. No problem whatsoever.
Cool.
You are now standing on the kind of. These keeps are very much your kind of very basic castle keeps with the pointed towers on top, but the side you're at is kind of flat, and the other side is still got the shape. So you're in this kind of alcove at the moment. But while you're there and looking around, you do see the resemblance of the other gatekeep with a similar broken lever, with all the rest of the surroundings looking very similar, but you can't get in unless you start digging or trying to.
No, that's fine. With the broken perch point that I'm on at the moment, how far away am I from the main gate? And if I peeked over quietly, would I be able to see the others?
So if you peeked over and looked at the main gate, you're probably about maybe 15 feet away. But then down, you're probably an extra 10 feet up in the air.
Cool, that's fine. We'll stay there for now. And how far away do these blue lights seem to be coming from?
On your vantage point right now, and you make your way over, they are literally at the gate. And it's interesting because as soon as you reach your eyes meet the gate, you do see this glowing blue spectral kind of moving light, and you do recognise this as some sort of arcane force. But it is facing the other way. It's not attacking the door. It's attacking these like glowing blue, shaking, shimmering figures. And every time you see this kind of swing from this form, this ethereal figure, you do see the blue figure just get knocked and then they scramble back.
Okay, I will dismount Athena quietly and just quietly sit atop of the ledge, sort of watching this with my bow in hand, not quite drawing anything yet, but being ready, and I'd like to sort of keep hidden.
Sure. Make a stealth check, will you?
Thank you. 26.
26, great rolls. Yeah, you think you're hidden. What did you roll for your perception first time? Was it 23?
Perception first time was... Where's it gone? 23.
Jackal, this is your knowledge only. You look out and look at the blue... you look at the blue lights, and you're looking around trying to decide what to do. Your brain is kind of figuring out whether you attack, whether you stay, what your primal instincts are. And then you look further out towards the end of whatever vista of lights this is. And there is a very, very faint blue glow, but it is much bigger. It's almost got like a diamond shape to it. It's very strange. It's like it's got 4 edges, and it's in definitely an angle.
Okay, and how far away does this bigger blue light seem?
That is I would say it's even more on your peripheral of your vision, but you haven't got dark vision right now, have you? Because I don't think so.
No, not at all.
But it is like one of those things where you have to like kind of look at your peripheral to see it, because it is so distant. But with that roll, you do manage to glimpse it.
Cool. I will just keep an eye on that for now, mainly focusing on what's going on down by the gate. with the other lights. But if anything significant happens to it, hopefully Jack will be aware of it. Doesn't remind him of anything at all. Not something he's seen before.
Nothing. This is completely new to you.
Okay, noted. Yeah, I'll just keep an eye on it for now, please.
Okay. You can absolutely do that. What's the 25 for? Just remind me.
Just answering Ollie.
Oh, okay. It's fine. So, I will say, as this is happening, Jackal, you can make your perch up there, like Hawkeye, no problem whatsoever. So, the rest of you, I would say that you are now gathered, I'm assuming together, nearest the gate, and as the moments pass, you feel the tension rise, and you do hear the continuous kind of high-tensity, intense noises of these arcane forces. Are you doing anything while this is happening?
How far away from the door did you say it was?
What, the spiritual... it's not a guardian, the guardian of
Yeah.
faith, is it?
Guardian of Faith.
Yeah. You placed it just on the door, didn't you? So it's about 5 feet away.
I did, yeah.
Along the main door, is there like a little gap I can look through or anything like that?
So, the obviously the two huge iron doors, cast iron doors, are
Yeah.
you looking to see if there's a hole you can see through, or like in the...
Yeah, just anything I can like see through the door to see what they are.
I mean, you can make a perception check with disadvantage, because have you got any light source? Or you got dark vision? You got dark
I got dark vision.
Make a perception. Or an investigation. Up to you.
Oh, no.
You can do either, I don't mind. But what you can use that roll plus your thingy modifier. Your
It's fine. I've rolled, so it's 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, you go towards it and you do see damage within the gate itself, but nothing that kind of prizes through.
That's fine. I can't do what I wanted to.
Okay. So, in this moment, you do now see Commander Garwin kind of looking towards the rest of you and going, go straight up to... Who's the furthest at the back? It's you, Targo, is that right? I believe it's so.
Yeah, I assume it would be.
Yeah, comes up to you, Targo, and goes, so, I've got what men I can. Who have you got? Are we all together?
We're missing Jackal. I'm sure he would have heard the horn and...
The short one, the halfling. I saw him earlier. I believe he was making a perimeter. We'll keep an eye out for him.
You might see something we don't.
I'm assuming he's on the wall somewhere then. We'll
Does he-
just have to...
Does he know how to wield a bow? What weapon does he have?
He knows how to wield a few weapons, but he's very handy with a bow, from what I've seen.
Right you are. Well, we have many injured. I think we placed at least nearly a century of units within these walls, and only a handful can fight. That's how low we are, and exhausted the rest are. If we are to get any sort of recompense for this assault, we need to put our best at the front.
Of course, but we also need to make sure that any weak points are taken care of. Maybe the weak ones can make sure they're secure.
That is a very good idea. I will send them
I
on.
think we're gonna have to play it in here.
Do you think we should, I don't know, find an exit strategy, possibly? Maybe?
They've probably surrounded the area. There was quite a few we saw. I think the best thing to do is stay in here while we can. If they break through, then we fight what we can, but unless there is another way. But I don't know this place. Does any one of your crew have been to Targos before that might know it well?
A few, yes.
Get them to scout. Find weak points, and find points we might be able to use to get away.
It's very, very good, yes. Most of what you see and the men that you see, not the elf and kind, they are from surrounding towns. Most of them do helm from different towns themselves, Targos included. I will go and ask them.
I give him a stern.
And you do see him now kind of move kind of finger motions and hand and arm gestures to about roughly maybe 10 different militia that now start marching past you. Form a perimeter, line, front, now! And you do see them kind of marching up with whatever armaments they have. And behind them you do see a dozen or half a dozen elves as well, now with their bows. Kind of like walking past and just making their way and pointing. You do see about 3 of them kind of talk amongst themselves and pointing at the ramparts and picking out vantage points.
I'll go. I didn't see you do a whole lot. Not in a mean way. Like, what is your speciality? Excuse my comment. It's terrible.
Who was that to? Sorry.
Targo.
I'm not much of a fighter. Tend to heal and protect, and just like the rest of these, I'm quite exhausted. I'm not sure how many more I can heal and keep strong. Guardian that I put up just the other side of the gate. Not sure how long got left. And I'm not sure what to do after that. This is very much out of my comfort zone. I'm not a soldier.
No, I can see that, but you are gifted in many other ways. We will need that today. I can see that you are gifted by powers of your own or powers from something.
Yes, my whole tribe, It's been that long, I can't remember the name of my god, bear with me. Oh, that's great.
Battle does strange things to the mind, Targo. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it.
Battle. Battle does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
no,
getting so
Battle
nervous.
Helm,
He's not a soldier, so you know. Keep
isn't it?
I'm
Helm.
in slight, a slight thing to give him a Constitution saving throw to see if he can actually hold himself up. Never mind.
Me and my tribe, we pray to Helm for protection. We more look after ourselves and only kill when necessary in terms of hunting or defending ourselves. And I've not been with this group for very long. Since being with them, every day's kind of sort of a day where I've nearly been killed. So it's kind of becoming the new norm. But I'll be used to it by the time we part ways.
Do I know a helm?
You can make a history check with disadvantage. No religion.
Religion. Just curious. Oh no, not history, sorry, it was religion.
With disadvantage.
It's a 14. No. I do not know of Helm, but you are needed today.
Thank you. I will do what I can to keep spirits high. I think you, Sentry and Sayer, are probably best to lead the way.
It is fine.
Lead the defense at least.
It is what I'm used to, so I guess it doesn't make any difference. But I will always be by your side for now, through battle, and I hope that the Eternal Flame will watch over and point the way to the Everlasting Ember. And I give him like a slight bow in respect. I say that in Draconic.
Oh, okay. You have no idea what she just said. And in fact, what it says...
Well, he does.
Oh, do
They're
you?
draconic.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay.
You know
I
she's
think
got
she
it.
wouldn't. I don't think she would have said it if she.
I don't know,
Like,
you-
if you didn't fucking know.
you
what
could
it
say
is.
Well,
it.
it's because I
Say it.
said something in draconic like a few episodes ago, and he responded. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, there you go.
What
Yeah.
is this?
You understand it, but the rest, like, there's some militia that go past you as you say it, and you just hear that this kind of clicks and this crazy kind of like dragging voice, vocal, yeah, a bit like this horrible kind of like gurgling of like a cat trying to get a hairball out, like that kind of thing. And what you hear, what the rest of the militia like look at you and go, and kind of like some of them get their spears out while you're doing it, and they go. And they kind of carry on, but yeah, you understand it, Targo.
I nod back and in draconic say, "Thank you."
When we are finished, you must tell me how you learned my language.
It can be a story for another day, but for now, I think we need to focus on what's the other side of that door.
She gives like a very keen smile, and she's like getting a little bit too excited for what's ahead.
And at this point, you do hear some muttering come from the front. So they form two central lines towards the gate, these militia, whatever militia are left. And you do hear the closest of the militia muttering. And they're muttering rather loud because obviously whatever's going on. And you do hear the odd sighs of, do you think we're ever going to get out of this? And you just hear the response of, we've got the Iron Soldier. We will be fine. He is the one that liberated this city, is he not?
Ooh.
I see.
And you just see them shuffling into formation, and the rest of them kind of looking around nervously as you continue to hear these shakes. I'm just going to do a very quick roll. Just bear with me a second.
Just imagine like Lily at the front, sat on a horse, watching all these people start forming up. That's a nice image.
Yeah. That's what you do see. That's exactly what you see.
While that's happening, am I able to make a perception check to see where Sentry is?
Sentry.
'Cause I'm talking to Saya, but I don't know where Sentry is.
Yeah, he's. I mean, yeah, make a perception check.
What the fuck is the big metal man?
Where's Big Metal Man?
I've mastered the art of standing so very still.
For God's sake.
That's so good.
Dog.
That's a natural one!
Hey.
I've mastered
He
the art of
is.
standing.
Sentry
so
currently
still.
is like a lamppost. Like you've seen like inanimate objects and hide and seek. Sentry would win awards upon awards. As you do look around, and even with a natural one, he's not that far away from you. You do look around and look for him, and you see him. But it took you longer than you thought to see something that is standing still.
For God's sake. And she just keeps trotting on the horse and tries to ignore her embarrassment.
But that's exactly what you see.
I could just
Can I-
see
can I-
Sentry
can I
sitting
do a
there
per-
eating popcorn, just very, very slowly. Cashew nut.
The cashews come from the fruit.
So,
Lean against the other door, camouflage.
you do see once more Commander Garwin come up, and as soon as Garwin approaches your area, he looks at all of you, and especially you, Ghost, as you've been the most prestigious in this point, and he's about to say something. You see his mouth open, like, and then outside just stops. There's no sound. There's no ethereal noises, and the blue glow, I'm doing the wrong way around, you see disappears. Jackal, you see this immediately. It just goes dark. And Garwin goes, this is no time, right?
Don't assume. Stay here.
Wait,
Lily's-
wait.
Oh?
What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
Call me Ghost for now.
Ghost. It's, I'd find that humorous, but in the circumstances I can only find that terrifying. Ghost, I can't die. I have family, and I have an army to lead, and a city to run, a town to hail to. I've never felt fear, and he starts speaking very slowly and goes, I've never felt fear like this. You can't let me die.
I will jump off the horse, walk over and put my hand on his shoulder. Take my helmet off and look him in the eyes, if he wants to look in mine.
He's like looking down like this. He's kind of like, as you're approaching, he's kind of looking around, doing the...
Don't be ashamed of fear. Fear is good. Keeps you alive. We all have things we need to go. But let that drive you. You have men to lead, and they need a leader. But you cannot put your fear in them. You must use it to drive them as well as yourself. And I cannot promise to keep you alive. But I can assure you I will do everything in my power. And I will grab my amulet or symbol from my shoulder plate. That's the word. It would just clip off my shoulder plate, and you'll see 2 dragon wings surrounding a red glowing like crystal, and on the top it has like what looks like a crown with little bits of fire around it. And she'll get it out and it will start to glow. And she says, "May the eternal flame guide your way." And she'll place it on his chest and it will just glow a little bit. Just to like try and speak to the eternal flame and put my energy... I'm basically trying to like sort of communicate with the eternal flame and let them know of my, not oath, but like my respect to this person, and that I would do everything in my power to keep them alive, hoping the eternal flame will do the same.
So, as you do that, it kind of like sounds like, I'm sorry, I do not have faith. I do not follow faith. This is probably why
Mine is not faith.
No? Not faith?
I do not follow gods. I do not follow deities.
Then what is the flame?
Flame is nature's call. The eternal flame protects all. And the eternal flame only appears when absolutely necessary. There is a reason I'm here today, the same as you. We are the last line of defense. And I assure you, the eternal flame will watch over you today, and your men. As he has watched over me.
I have full faith in you. And he looks in your eyes, very stern, with a very kind of now more confident look. You brought a lot of confidence to this figure. Looks to you and goes, if all should fail, ask for Aira. She's my wife. Please.
How do you spell her name?
It's spelled A-Y-R-E. She will know of the presence of unexpected meetup, if that makes sense. She knows to expect someone if the worst has happened.
Where are you from?
From Brinshanda. I live in the south side.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but I cannot promise anything.
Markham will know.
Who, sorry?
Markham. Sheriff Markham.
I'm not aware of this Markham, but I'll find him.
Please do.
You recognize my helmet.
I just like the look of it.
Insight check.
I just want the good-looking helmet.
That's a 17.
Just likes it.
He said something earlier.
No, honestly, you get a glint of recognition, but it's more so the craftsmanship more than the actual
That's
meaning itself.
Yeah, I thought you was just saying, oh, I need to know where to get one of them.
I'll clip the symbol back in. Shoulder plate.
I'm glad you got
and
the armaments right. It's good.
Put my helmet back on and get back on Spirit and kind of calm Spirit down a bit after him getting spooked earlier.
After she gets back on the horse, Saya's gonna walk past the commander or whatever his rank is, and just kind of smack him on the back. It's like, well, there's no pressure now, there is there?
That's brilliant.
That's not very
He looks at
nice.
you. He walked up to you with a big kind of aura of confidence, and as soon as you've done that, the kind of shoulders droop again.
Yeah, and if he looks behind me, I'm looking at him with like a smirk on my face, like
He just looks back like, and then
you'll be all right.
And then you just see him shrug it off, and then you just hear at the front, and most of you hear this. In fact, all of you will, because he is now raising his voice. He goes, "Men, whatever comes through that door, whatever you face behind those gates, you will see the light of day again. I promise you this. But you need to stay with me and stay together. It sounds like they outnumber us. It feels like they outnumber us, but we outnumber them in might and valor. So do not expect them to come easy on you. Expect them to come with hate, as we do for them, and stab a blade through their hearts, or what's left of them. And by the end of this, drinks will be on me." And you just hear a "Ah! Ah!" like a very interesting war cry.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I knew you'd pick that up. You
Hell yeah.
can't go through D&D without it. I'm glad the viewers don't know what we're going about.
We're just like smiling. I'm like, I want them to come hard.
Anyway, and as you do this and you hear the chanting, the rattling and the creaks and the faint noises of just these demonic sounds that you've heard come through the door are now currently silent.
I know if my spectral guardian of faith thing is still there.
You go and try to tether with it to the fact that your might and your wisdom follows through for your bracelet, for your it's an arm guard, isn't it? It's a
brace, yeah.
And you focus your mind to see if you can find it, and it's nowhere to be found.
Do you think it'll be worth going up tower to see? To have a look?
There's no harm in at least seeing what's on the other side of that door.
Can you see better than I can? I assume so. My vision is not great.
Yeah, I can see in the dark if that's what you mean.
But do you want to go up and see if there is anything there, and I'll keep an eye out down here?
Sounds like a plan, and I'm going to take a look around to see if there's a way up. Possibly see if them elves that we're looking at going up before are still out and about.
Ghost,
Hi.
add a point of inspiration.
Inspiration? I'll probably forget it's there.
Just for your contribution to
Thank you.
Mr. General Commander. There's that. Spurred him on to be a good...
I'm gonna write down on the front of my sheet, you have an inspiration, because I forgot with Oakland.
You should do.
Yes.
The rest of you, Jackal, you're laying silently in your nest. Are you continuing to...
Has anything happened since I'm sort of watching over?
What you've seen is this glue... I keep saying glue blow. This blue glow
Google.
that was from the gate now has gone. So it's almost like someone's just dimmed a torchlight. It's just gone. But instead of the now figures were once kind of cracking and creaking, and you see them moving closer, they've just stopped. It's almost like now they're just dancing lights in the middle of a vast vista of nothingness.
Just sit there and continue to watch. At this point, holding in action. If I see anything hostile, I will release an arrow towards it.
Just so you're aware, Jack, you are now currently 60 feet up in the air.
Yes.
The weather has been brewing for the last maybe 8 hours. It is getting severely cold. You will know that your body will not cope up there for longer than maybe a few hours. Especially in the state you're in. So you can stay there as long as you like, unless you find a source of heat, or you try and keep yourself warm. You may need to find a source of heat, perhaps a fire, to warm. In cinematic style, what we do see from our camera is Jackal and Athena sitting up in their nest, and the wind kind of gushing and blowing through their hair. And you're almost struggling to see, in the sense that when the wind gets too bad and your eyes are just, and you're having to wipe your eyes every few minutes.
Is there somewhere where I could get slightly lower but still not being on the actual ground?
So around you is just the broken nest, and then you've got the ramparts, which are much lower, about 10 feet lower. They do have some sort of shelter. They have the odd stone embankment. But besides that, the lower, then that is the floor. Looking around. You can make a secondary perception check if you like. You can find anything in particular. We'll make it quite a high DC if you want it.
Yeah, do that, just to see whether there's somewhere that might be protect me from the wind a bit, that's still, on elevated ground.
Sure.
20.
Unfortunately, that's not enough. We were after maybe a critical pass there. So you do see the top, you see the rampart, and you see the ground, and you know where they are. And from what you're looking around and trying to maintain your vision without not being able to see, like rubbing your eyes every 5 minutes, that's all you can do. What you do see is now you have a better vision of the gate itself, and you're just perching over and have a look. You do see 4 elven figures, one on each side of the rampart, now making their way up to the top, where the gate is. 2 on your side and 2 on the side of where you found the dead body in the lever. You do hear footfalls and clinging of armour, and the closest elf is probably about 20 feet away from you.
Is there a way that I can go down to join them?
Yeah, they haven't noticed you yet.
Yeah, I'll try and go down to join them.
Okay, how would you like to do that?
It depends what's in the way. How easy is it to climb down?
So you can climb down. You may need to just do a small jump. To land 10 feet on the ground, I will ask you to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yep, sure. So you slide down really slowly, and then you leap off, keeping your arm on the side as you do.
With 17 on the acrobatics.
I would say that's enough. You slam down, and you land just about. And then as soon as you do, one of the elves, you see their bow kind of draw out and straight towards you. Halt! Who goes there?
It's alright, I'm framed.
You shouldn't. Why would you do that? Can you not see we are under siege? Come on.
It was getting a bit chilly up where I was. Decided to fancy come join you. I hope you don't mind.
Are you a good shot?
You want to find out?
I trust you. When this goes off, they will depend on us. I trust in you.
And I'm with you now. Let's find some shit to shoot.
Are you part of the New Dawn, yes?
That is correct.
You don't look like militia. I can tell you that. It's good to have you. What's your name?
My name's Jackal. And what about you, friend?
DM doesn't have names.
God, produce us some Owen. Her name is Legolas.
Why did I say that?
My name is Mochi.
Because I know Jackal's polite enough to ask for names. Looks at you back, puts the bow back and draws and goes, the name's Tanatar.
Because did you search up medieval name generator?
Nope.
Okay.
Is that my book?
Okay.
There's a great website called Random NPC Generator. It gives like a backstory and everything for NPCs.
This is Morgan. We are the last troop of the remaining Fargon clan.
Well, it will be a great honor to fight by your sides. It means a lot to me to fight by you.
You too. Let's make sure that we stay alive to the morning, yes?
Hmm.
And you can see they're kind of getting very twitchy in their head, like this very like kind of not taking notice of really what you are, but just kind of like looking away and speaking, if that makes sense. So looking out in the distance and going and kind of like talking to you like this, like let's make sure we live till tomorrow.
Cool. I will go by and I will join them, sort of trying to assume the same sort of pose, as I just look to either side to give them a nod, and then same pose.
Just for a bit of flavour, because you are a halfling, you have to do a Gimli. You will find a slight stall or elevated area on the rampart itself to then make your way up so you can reach over it, but you can find one, that's not an issue. And even if you wanted to, you can move this a bit of rubble around if you wish. And you do see that Athena does help you and nudge it a little bit as well.
Sweet, we will do that.
Yeah, but that's you at the moment. Rest of you guys, you doing anything?
Yeah, I was going up to the ramparts.
Okay, which side? Left side of the gate or right side of the gate? Right side is where Jackal's at, left side is where you came from with the lever.
I would go the right side and follow the elves that went up that way.
Okay, they have made a makeshift ladder on the right hand side. So basically the tower itself is basically out of commission. You can't get up there because the gate itself, the door is on its hinge, and you can see inside is just rubble. So you can see this rope ladder that's basically erected at the top, and you can make your way up that if you wish. It's quite a high climb, and it is quite windy, just so you know.
That's fine. I will.
Would you like to climb?
Yes.
I would like you to make an acrobatics check for me.
This is not gonna go well. Oh, 22. Went beautifully.
No problem, like a
You did it good.
in the safari wilds. Straight up there, swinging off with the winds, and you just managed to right yourself, grabbing up this wooden latched ladder effect that goes up to the top, and you can make your way up.
Nice.
At this point, I would like every single one of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Except for Jackal. Because he's not here.
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah.
Oh, Jack.
Wisdom saving throw. If anyone is within 10 feet of me, you get +3 to your roll.
I would say that's probably most of you.
Just saying.
Wisdom.
I would say that applies to everyone but Targos.
Oh,
Targo and Targo and Jackal don't get that. I'd say everyone else does.
Oh.
I get a +3, yeah.
I mean, that makes it to what? 7?
Yeah.
As a nat 1.
I got 7.
Okay, I'll just see if we can get Jackal's up.
He's 6th of the DC.
Yeah.
Oh no. Let's make a You got a 6.
Oh, he's worse than me.
Oh,
so.
well. So, I would say...
But it's 6 and
the DC is pretty low for this anyway. So, I would say that, well, everyone but Saya and Jackal
Fuck.
pass. And it's almost like immediately, just after you've got ready, and you can see everyone with their armaments becoming ready for battle, and you now see Commander Garwin becoming more confident. Every single one, in an instant, you see all the militia that are lined up straight in front of you, and everyone around you, but Ghost, Sentry, and I think, well, Targa you don't really see him, but everyone else around you, you just see them go, and you just see them in aching pain. You feel this, Saya, you feel this, Jackal, when he comes back. Is he back? No, he's not back.
No.
He will feel this when he comes back. He will feel the wrath.
This is what he gets for going
your head is in so much, it's almost like frostbite of the brain, and your eyes just go very blurry for momentarily. And what you hear inside your head is, I see you. I see your fear. I see where you are. And you just see immediately the militia just turn around and go, what the fuck? And you just see them all in mass panic. Especially Commander Garwin just looks around and goes, what the fuck was that? See yourself! Where are you? Show yourself! And you just see them in mad panic. Is anybody doing anything?
Since Saya's kind of experienced this kind of shit before, I would assume he's not that shook.
No, you're not shocked, but you're still in pain. But you do recognise.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
pain, but I'm like, this is. Yeah. He turns around to the soldiers and says, "Stop looking for them. They aren't physically here. It's most likely the things that are going to attack us. They're just taunting us."
What things? What's here? How do you know?
Jump off my horse immediately and drop down to Saya, who I saw like wince in pain. What is the matter with you? And look around, noticing that
Yeah, you
a
just
shit
see-
ton of people
you
are having
just see
it.
some soldiers are like, show yourself, like that.
The enemy seems to have some kind of way to communicate with our minds. They seemingly taunted us. It seems like they know where we are. That's at least what they said.
Has this happened before? You don't
I mean-
seem to.
I've experienced a lot of people talking to me in my mind. Not going to lie, it's come sort of a rite of passage of being part of this group.
See.
In any
Right.
case, it doesn't change the situation we're in. Just kind of shows that this is someone who will attack us. Almost confirms it, in fact. Unless the things out there aren't the ones who communicate with us, which I highly doubt.
Saya, make a very quick history check with disadvantage. Jackal, you did hear voices in your head while you were gone, just so you know. The voices you heard were, I can see you, I know who you are, I know how you feel. But it was in this kind of deep, eerie voice.
12?
12.
You said disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage, yeah. 12 will do it.
Yeah.
You've definitely felt this before, and in fact, you felt it in the middle of the tundra with some of your friends who also felt it.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember. Is this the exact same voice?
Correct.
Oh!
Not
Okay.
Not one that I think you're thinking. It's much further back in the story.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, is it a familiar voice? If
Yeah,
it is,
it's uncanny. Yeah.
then,
And that comes to you
I'll
straight away.
relay that.
Yeah, you think, oh shit, that's that.
In fact, I've heard this exact voice before. A couple of months ago, in fact. And
It was more like weeks, but we'll
weeks, however long. I don't keep track of time!
it's fine. Months ago, you didn't even know. You didn't even know anyone. I mean, let's be honest. 37 episodes, 42 episodes, 48, 900 episodes have gone past, right? And it feels like, forever. It's only been like 2 weeks. Something like that. It's mad.
Several weeks ago, then.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
yeah.
DM.
Let me just write that down. What did you say?
I love you,
say
yeah.
fuck you, DM.
I love you.
That's fine. Carry on.
You're right all the time. You're never wrong.
We've words from the guy that always seems to be down since I've joined.
It's only ever happened since you joined, you piece of.
And I even gave you a spell to try and help.
Oh shit!
Your fucking
Children.
charity. I didn't need your
Anyway.
charity.
Children!
Anyway, yeah, he'll relay that he knows that he recognizes the voice, even though he doesn't know who it belongs to, but he's heard it before.
Yeah. So you relay that, and some of the militia kind of calm down when you say that. Go, this happened before, right? This has happened before. This is okay.
I wouldn't say it means it's okay, but it's definitely happened before.
And you just hear Garwin come from the front again and go,
Where it goes there.
men, come on, let's stand forward, front. We face whatever comes through that door. We face whatever comes through that door. And then as you see Garwin pointing directly towards the gate, I would like everyone to make a very quick perception check. Those with you without dark vision, I'd like you to make it a disadvantage.
Woo! I'm blind as fuck. 12.
19.
13.
Oh, 15.
Nice.
Everyone passes. I would say that Jackal and Targo. I'll get back to you in a minute. The rest of you in front of the door, what you see as soon as Commander Garwin points his finger towards the door and the rest of the troops then ready themselves in a linear format once more time. You see very slowly a small, tiny ball of just this. It's not like glowing, but you just see this kind of like smoke from the door. It's like a very small, almost like a singe hole.
Wait. So, wait, is this smoke coming through the cracks of the door, or is it just a tiny ball
So
that came?
you've got this huge
Floating
metal
ball.
door, two of them. In one of them, in the middle, at about human height, you see this very small pinprick of just becoming very obvious that something's happening. And you get one of the militia go, Sir, look. He goes, what? What is it? Yeah. And as you are talking, you do see this kind of now around the area. It is a cold night, and most of the armaments that you're wearing in the warm winter clothing is just about covering you from the cold, and you can see the elements around you, especially the stone, becoming engulfed in this cold area. But what you do see now is that this door around it is becoming frostbitten. The area around this door is becoming colder and colder. Just a very focused, symmetrical area is becoming colder as you just see it.
Is this hole big enough to stick my sword through?
The small hole is size of a pinprick, but is now apparating this cold aura, just now creeping out like a spider web throughout the door.
Going to break. It's going to break.
As you are speaking, it's growing.
Commander, I suggest we get away from the door.
What do we do? What do we do? Right. You see one of the militia kind of like about to turn and run away. And then you see Garwin just grab him by the collar and you fight now.
Steo will position himself to where, if the door, does it open inwards, like towards us?
The door, yes, it will open that way.
Okay. So he's gonna quickly like get up next to the door. So if it opened up, he would be basically hidden by the door. So if anything comes around, he could like get them basically. He's basically trying to get ready to take as many out as he can, even if he feels like he's gonna die.
Okay. But what I will say, Targo and Jackal, what you guys do see is the rest of the militia, or anyone down there, just starting speaking about some sort of hole or some sort of this frost is then kind of taking over the door. Targo, you now reach the top at this point, and Jackal and the two elves at the top now find that they're themselves with Targo. And Targo, you can make yourself known if you wish. You find yourself at the top and you push yourself to the very, very top.
As soon as I see Jackal, I'm like, ha! Jackal, old friend, we thought you'd be somewhere around. It's the seems to be happening down there.
I'm never too far from the fight, Targo. As I'm gonna have another quick sort of peek over the edge out towards the front of the gate. Do I see anything at all?
It's
anything
interesting
happening
because
since?
you first off go towards the area that you were focusing on, that diamond shape that I mentioned earlier, that was forward in the distance, and you look back and it is no longer there.
Wop, wop, wop.
And you glance down and you peek over and you just push yourself over the wall just a little bit just to see a little bit more. And what you see is, and it can only be described as, it's difficult because there are some sources lighting up. The natural glow of these glowing orbs are naturally lighting it up anyway. But what you can see, and it can only be described. Oh my god, I can't get my voice back. Give me a sec. That is a curse. It can only be described from the back of this at least 7 to 8 foot figure. You see horns protruding out from the front, a bird-like feather from the back, and you just see feathers just trailing down from the head down to the shoulder area with this long garish kind of cloak and this just long elaborate arms of this bestial form.
Okay, and it's not something I recognise, is it?
You can make some check. I don't know. Make a history check. Why not?
Some check. Nice. An 8.
An 8. No idea. You
and you say
it's some sort of maybe bestial creature. You think that it might be a mythical creature, some sort of conjured spell. No idea.
And there was feathers on it.
On the head, you see, but there's also a cloak just wrapped around.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around to Targo and say, "We've got a giant pigeon trying to break through."
No!
and that. And, sorry, go on.
A crossbow that we use to hunt so we can eat well through the winter. Maybe a giant pigeon before, but see it tasting all that bad. So I pull out a well-crafted elven crossbow, light crossbow.
Absolutely, and that's where we're going to take a break because that was really good.
Oh, okay.
So, the last of what you guys are seeing directly in front of you, and especially Saya, Sentry, Ghost, and the rest of the whatever's left to defend this destroyed town, you do see in front of you the start of just what can be described as this kind of magical aura taking over the door itself. And what we mean by that is that the door itself has these frost spiderwebs coming off from a small circle. It started out maybe as something that's about 5 or 6 inches, and then went up to about a foot, and then it went up about 3 feet, and then it's starting to go bigger and bigger. What are you guys doing? Luke's trying to keep himself together. What are you doing in this moment?
I'm gonna transform into wolf mode.
Okay, so you're gonna go straight to wolf.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna describe how that happens to us again for the first time in 6 weeks.
Gets like you hear like his bones crack as he kind of like extends and he gets on all fours and the because he's a pretty hairy dude already.
Yeah.
His hairs starts to like completely engulf him and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Guessing your head looks a bit weird as well while you're doing it, but at the same time you've got the militia around you going, like looking it back at you and looking at the door and going, and then one of them goes, "It's a thing. It's a thing."
And then he's gonna put Right of Flame on his claws.
Okay, so take that damage if you wish.
Right. How do I do this? Oh yeah, here we go.
And before you can do anything else, you just see it grow. And in terms of the frosted area, it just takes over a circumference of the door, which is about the same size as possibly a human, up to about 6 feet. And you just see it stop growing. And you just see it stopped taking over this door. And silence hits once more. Jackal, are you doing anything from your nest? And Targo, what are you doing right now? You have a moment to react.
I'll look over the edge again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be looking over with.
You look over the edge for a second time, Jackal. And are you pushing yourself just because obviously you're pushing yourself on a ledge to look over, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
And as soon as you do, you get looking straight back at you, 180 degrees, an owled head figure with glowing blue eyes looking straight in your direction.
Okay, as soon as I see that, I'm just gonna pull straight back in and just be like, "What the fuck is that?" Targo, there's a giant owl-like creature that's trying to break down this door. Does this ring any bells to you at all?
Does it ring any bells to me, DM?
Make a very quick history check for me. On the spot.
The creature that Jack was talking about. 12.
Just under. Unfortunately, it doesn't ring a massive bell, but I suppose with that roll, you have heard myths, and you have heard tales of what the Frost Maiden's form does give sometimes, and you've heard all sorts from the shape of a snowflake to the shape of an icicle, the shape of a diamond, the shape of mysterious birds, owls, wolves, bears, polar bears. You're not sure what shape this mythical beast contains, but you have heard that this thing does exist.
I've heard of a beast called the Frost Maiden. Had apparently many forms, and one of them forms is a giant fucking bird.
And as soon as you say that, you have shivers down your spine, because the tales and the stories that have been told about this mythical creature are of ones that you never ever want to witness in real life. It terrifies you to the core. And the whole reason that it is nighttime right now, where it should be in the middle of summer.
I'm gonna look towards both Targo and the elves that are mounted on the wall and say, "We need to get off this wall now." As Jackal, without even a moment's hesitation, is gonna start trying to get down off the wall with Athena to go and warn the others.
You do that, and as you do, the elven pair that you've just spoken to, as well as the ones on the opposite side of the gate, now look towards them, each other and go, "Ready, men!" But they say it in Elvish. I'm not going to do it in Elvish, but they go, "Ready, men!" Anyone speak Elvish? Targo?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you do hear him say that.
I don't.
You obviously speak Elvish, you're an elf. So you hear them go, "Ready, men! On my mark!"
Targo sort of stood there, frozen. I mean, he's got quite pale skin anyway, but he's very sort of light pale skin, and even more so than usual.
The only thing moving on your body is your bangs in the wind, your elven long hair that just drift. And before a moment can pass, everyone is waiting with hesitation, pikes and swords and everything aimed at this now standing gate or door. And in a moment, it almost happens in slow motion. You just see, like glass, the door and just start to shatter from up and from the top down. And it starts breaking and falling away from itself. And as it does, you see now the snow and the drift from outside come straight in. You see some of the militia try and take the wind that comes towards them, the gust that is almost blowing them over, as this gate that is almost, I would say, 10 foot thick. It is a thick door. Just breaks like glass. And as the dust settles, anyone who is in front of the door immediately sees the owl figure with the glowing blue eyes and the feathers, with the claws just reaching out and looking at every single one of you. And the ones that failed their saving throw hear once more and say, "I've come for you. Let's put on a show. And in a
Just
minute,
immediately seeing it, I'm just gonna like mutter under my breath, go, "Eternal Flame, please help." Like, just like she's like, "Oh shit."
at this point, I'm going to put everyone on the map. Fraser's made a homemade map.
A homemade
He's
map.
made a homemade map. Yes, it is all me. There is no copyright laws.
Put it in the oven. Cooked it all up.
Put all the ingredients together, made it nice.
Oh, nice. This does look fun.
All, all custom stuff. All custom. Map Village, this is.
I can't see.
Let me know who's in and who isn't.
I'm not.
I'm in.
You are not in. Say, you should be in now.
You. Yeah, I am.
Did you just soldier boy me?
No. Not about that. So wait. So this is the door here, is it?
That's right.
So it would be like, yeah. From, because he kind of snuck around it.
That's right.
True side. I want my wolf side. Boop.
Now, I know you guys are on the wall, will see more, but I'm about to reveal something anyway, which you're about to see. And I will let you know what you see anyway. Is everybody on the map? I was going to say, can everyone roll initiative, but you've already done that.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
That's fine.
Well,
That's fine. You know, you've done it already. I don't even need to say it by now. It's been, what, nearly 6 weeks?
3.18.
again, forgetting initiative was a thing.
24.
I can't just straight attack people.
I didn't click on my keys. I didn't click on my token, but I did get 18.
But I didn't roll to
That
show.
don't count. Don't count.
I'm having to roll for everyone, by the way.
Oh,
This is what took me so long.
This is for deployment, isn't it?
So wait, you made.
Yeah. Want me to roll a d6?
So wait, you made this map from scratch?
Did you?
Yes,
My advance.
from scratch.
How the fuck did you do that?
With
So-
sheer determination.
Did you do it in
That has to
Photoshop
beat
or
you,
something?
Aiden.
Say again.
Did you do it in Photoshop or something?
No, I've done it in Roll20. Roll20 gave me these items and these elements.
Oh, are they actually like elements you can?
Yeah,
oh,
drag
right.
and drop, yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh.
just so you know, there are little
Yep.
chains on the left and right hand side of the keep, and we have discussed this before, but for our viewers, we have said that the body of Cain is still outside, chilling out by the keep where the keep is,
Just fucking chilling.
which he's dead anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Would everybody like to put themselves where they feel like they are?
I think also Sentry's in giant form.
Yeah, Sentry's big boy mode.
Big boy.
That's fine. Boom.
Thank you.
And I'm happy staying there. I need to be able to add it to the turn order. I've got to click me token.
Okay. And what you do see in front of you.
Oh my god.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
And that's where we're going to end now.
So don't you
I
dare,
don't
this
know.
is like a bunch of fun.
I don't know if I'll have been able to do it. I went from Sentry's Rest and then started making my way forward whilst it was all happening. But
put yourself where you would have been, mate.
Okay.
Where Sentry would have been.
I was hoping to be in front of
I
the-
guessed you would have been there. That's fine.
Bees?
I can't move my horse, by the way.
No, you can't because it's disabled. Right.
Oh,
Give me a sec. No, it's disabled as in like it's disabled moving. God, I don't know where you guys were going.
Oh my!
Like,
Spicy today, aren't we?
The feature's disabled. Like, come on. That's what I said.
It nearly
Anyway,
made me spit
It doesn't work.
right.
It's not activated.
It's not activated. Yes, that's right. Okay. Jesus.
What you straight
I'm
up
trying to
in the
explain
dick.
myself and I don't need to. Like, come on. Right.
Get out. Fuck it out.
We've had a long 6 weeks, guys. Long 6 weeks. Let's
Far too long.
let's cut that bit out just in case. Anyway, so
Ah, we alright.
It was a mistake. Misinterpretation.
It was just the way he said it as well.
Yeah, because it's fucking disabled.
wow. Anyway, we're going to battle, guys. This is where you die.
Yeah! This is where we die!
Here we go.
My god.
What happened to my battle music? There we go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Speed him up. Dogpile.
Let me put this in order because I think I've done everyone. Yes, I have.
Cool.
Make sure everyone's on there. Oh wait, hold on. I've got someone who's not supposed to be on there. And I've got everyone twice because I didn't clear the last one. Fantastic. Just read your initiatives out. So, quick one. Ghost, your initiative.
9.
9. Cool. Sentry.
9.
8.17.
That's fine. Anybody else? Cool. Awesome. So, I will say, top of the round, Jackal, with your crazy initiative of 24. And 23 from Sayer. You're up first with Sayer on deck. What'd you do?
I got... What? I got 20.
Oh wait, that's the old one. There you go. Cool. Jackal, you're up.
I realised I was on mute and laughing. I can see all these guys here.
You can see, and this is where I'll just basically open it up for you. So,
Oh my goodness.
Can I see all them as well would be on the top?
no. Oh yeah, you would. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah
mate.
you would. Too. Yeah.
Goodness.
There you go.
Lovely.
Where would you like to start?
I need to check what I've actually got.
I was going to say none of us rested. Didn't start. Big fight. So we're all.
Okay.
We should all be quite low. We're on our sheet.
Yeah, I haven't got a lot, but I've still got some stuff.
Fucking 26 of them, I just counted.
I actually
Is this
rolled
the?
for them as
Is this the pigeon?
well. That's the pigeon, yes.
Yes, the pigeon. The final boss of our campaign. The pigeon.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to.
Icewind Dale.
I'm going to bonus action. I can't remember how things work with this. I'm going to use my last spell to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on the pigeon.
Go for it.
And then I'm going to take a shot at it with my bow.
Yeah, just about to see it. I will say that is half cover from where you are.
That's fine. I've got sharpshooter, so I ignore it.
Oh shit! Wow. Okay.
If I'm remembering sharpshooter correctly.
What's the blue marker on a couple of us?
Oh, that was blessed from a while ago. So just...
Okay.
Am I wrong with that? Sharpshooter ignores cover? It's just sharpshooter.
Icewind Dale, rhyme of the pigeon.
Wow.
So I'm just double checking it. That's been a while.
Ignore.
Yeah, ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover. Lovely stuff.
I didn't know there was 3/4 coming.
Cool. How do I get sneak attack again? It's got to be engaged. It's got to not know that I'm there.
Basically, got to have an advantage on
And
the attack.
advantage on the attack. Yeah.
What I
Does
will
it
say-
know where?
Just for a bit of flavouring, because I haven't described it correctly. You do see this large, like, bird owl figure, but then at the back, they aren't like all skeletons. They may look like it, but what they are is basically resurrected militia and other sorts of dead or dying or have been beaten soldiers or warriors in battle. Just so you know.
Oh no, are we going to see Willow?
Oh. Does Pigeon know that I'm here? I only need to know for sneak attack.
Yes.
Does know. Cool. That's fine. Okay, gonna take a normal shot at it with my bow. 23.
Ooh, that misses. No, that hits.
Nice. Okay. Doing a total of 11 damage.
What kind of type of damage is that?
Well, it's with my magical bow, so just magic piercing.
Nice, cool, good to know. Yep, so that's 11 damage, yeah.
Sweet, and then I can move, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
You can. Yes, you need to remember how to play the game.
Yes. Generally, this is the issue.
You don't have movement before everything else.
Jackal is going to go prone, so he's going to hide.
Oh, nice.
Go prone.
Cool. Amazing. So as you throw back your ethereal bow again once more, you feel the kind of glow now, feel even brighter. It might be just the battle, or it might just be because you're in a certain situation. You let loose and it just straight into the side of this figure's torso. Yeah. Little bit of a twitch.
Cool, nice, yeah. So then I'm going to go lie on the floor, and that is going to be the end of my turn.
Absolutely, you can do that. No problem. Oh, thanks, buddy. I've got you on here, but just roll again for me, Targo.
I need to click on the token.
Yeah, just click on your token, roll, and I'll put you in as 18.
I'm 21 that time. I'm going to take that one.
Let me think about this long now. There you go. And we'll put it back into the
Thank
same
you.
one. And then we'll go next up is... So, next up is the militias go. If that's your turn. So what they're all going to do simultaneously, which they've been commanded to do, is fight and close the gap. Now, is Spirit actually there?
Yes.
Okay, so he's
Yeah.
currently in the way, and so is Cedric. But let's go from the bottom to top. So let's see what these guys have got. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Okay, so one of them is going to move down here. The other ones are all as soon as this opened. Now, what you do see is they had their halberds ready to hit. But actually what you do see is as soon as it happens, like military precision, they flip their halberds back on their shoulders and they get a small crossbow out from their leg area, or their leg mounts, or leg
Halberds.
straps.
Fucking coolest.
And they're all going to take a big fiery shot at this bird that's just cracked open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. Woo! Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's literally going to be like literally machine gun. Yeah. Let's see what she's got.
Go get
Let's
him.
see what she's got. Okay. I'm gonna roll. No, actually, no. She'd do that anyway. Fuck. Okay, yeah. As a legendary action at this point, what you do see is getting hit from the side from Jackal shocked this figure to the point of it's gone from like more of a stance to like kind of moving stance, and you do see the eyes glow, and you just see kind of a wisp of what you see is more kind of like wind coming up from below, and you just see it kind of envelop this bird's figure, and it just blinks and goes. And what you see or hear from behind is
good.
it teleports just behind enemy lines, or in her case anyway. Straight down. But what I will do, because it went straight forward and those other two were right behind, I'm going to see if it hits them.
Yeah, there's quite a few behind her.
So basically, they went to hit one target, but I will do it with disadvantage at these, so it makes sense. So they have points. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So we can wear the...
Two hits.
Oh, down.
So we'll do 2 hits on this one. So we'll do that's 4 piercing damage and 8 piercing damage to one. So that's 12 point roll. Straight into this one, straight in front of you. This one here. As you see, most of the arrows fly straight past, but the rest go straight in. And there's 2 into that body there. Yeah, it's a direct hit and it's looking bad. It stumbles back. Immediately they turn around with their action. Well, some of them do. Some of them look towards the gate and go, behind! Behind! And at that point, Saya, it is your go.
Hello. I'm assuming I would see her like from to the other side.
Absolutely you would, yeah. You will see that.
I guess he'll kind of murmur on his breath, like, well, my plan's out. And he... Because he was going to, like, whoa, like that, but no. He is going to move here. Oh, no, not that. There, sorry. And for now, he'll just take the dodge action.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of see where things go.
Is that your go?
Yes.
Amazing. Next up is the Elven Archers on top. 2 of them are going to look towards Jackal and follow suit and hit the Frostmaiden. As they see them go straight into the side and aim their arrows behind us. If she appears behind enemy lines, they're going to take 2 shots.
Do it.
Get Luke to say it, please.
He's muted.
I appreciate you'd be like, do it.
Do it. Kill him. Kill him. Do it. Yeah. The Jedi are taking over!
Wow. So look. They both hit. Go straight down into him, and they do 13 piercing damage straight into her core. As they let loose, turn around immediately with a reaction straight into both of the sides of this cloak as she snaps them off, and you hear this kind of grumble of this just this deep ethereal kind of bellow. The other 2 are going to attack the ones up front, and they're going to use the same attack. One hits on an 8 damage on the same one, which is this one here. The other one just goes shy and hits the damage there. But that is their go. They're not going to move, they're going to stay put. Have they got any bonus actions? I very much doubt it. Cool. Next up is Commander Garwin's turn. From the Garwin army. Right, men, follow suit. I will. And he just runs straight up to the hole that was in cave. The hole is here, by the way, just so you know. I will put a little square down so we can see where they breached, which is this bit here. And what can he do? He's going to hold his action until one of them is close to swing a greatsword. He also has. Yeah. So he has. Yeah, he has a double attack holding up.
Cool.
Amazing. So. That is his go, looking eagerly with the sword drawn, ready for battle. It is now Targos' turn.
Right, as an action, seeing that these arrows seem to be working, I'm going to fire my light crossbow into the pigeon.
Pigeone.
Also known as the pigeon now.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
it does
clearly a
have an
different kind of bird.
I clearly didn't make it
Scary enough.
scary enough, yeah.
Which is scarier.
Only roll a 10 to hit.
1 second. 10 hit. That misses.
Never mind. I am then going to.
What was it you fired at? Sorry, just remind me.
Just a light crossbow.
Just like crossbow, you fire at straight on the floor.
We sort of really use it for hunting, not for doing things. But I already had it out, so I'm then going to cast as a bonus action spiritual weapon. Which one of these two took the
one at the top
most hit?
is got 3 arrows currently inside the carcass.
Sweet. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon next to him.
Go for it.
A very well crafted elven short sword, sort of. Say well crafted, it looks well crafted, but yeah, an elven short sword
And nowhere.
appears, and yeah, I'm then going to try and swing and hit him.
Where do you want it? You can move that so you can pop it wherever you like.
It will be there.
Perfect.
There.
Okay.
That's
Make an attack
every
roll.
day. Come on. 26.
26. Nice. That absolutely hits. Make damage. Nice.
6 force damage. That was at second. Second
Amazing.
level
Yeah,
as well.
that first one's looking very rough. On its last kind of legs, you just see the skin peeling off, and whatever armor was on it was falling on the floor. It's kind of dragging its arm with its short sword. Yeah.
And that'll be the-
On a kind of closer look as well, as you're looking at them, the weapons that they are wielding are actually made of frost. They aren't the weapons that they were given or died with. You just see them as kind of daggers made from ice, if they were. Is that your go?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my go. Actually, I'm going to spend a bit of a movement to get to there.
That's fine. Yep.
That'll be the end of my go.
Okay. Next up is Athena. Is that right, or is it Orioles? Athena, what did Athena get on rolled? Is it 16 or 9? Because I've got 2 here.
He got 16.
16, she's next then. Yep.
You know, what are you gonna do? Not in the best of states. Athena's going to hide, I think, for the time being.
Okay.
He's going to try and hide against the wall.
Hide against the wall.
Ah.
Okay. Would you like to make a stealth check for me, please?
Keep herself low and hidden for the time being. She got a 22.
Okay. You think you're hidden.
Cool. Nice. End of Athena's turn.
Amazing. Quick one. Luke, have you got any markers, like radiuses?
Uh-oh, it's her turn. Oh no.
I could sort one out, but
Can you make a 20-foot radius, please?
Oh no.
so
Just draw one.
draw a 40 straight line. Straight out like this, where mine is. Real quick.
Yep.
Want 20 foot. It's only going to hit these guys from where she is unless you want to move her. Dude, this is Warhammer.
Can you draw
here.
a circle around my 40, please? So I can move it around.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Just hold a straight line. I don't know where it's gone.
Teamwork.
can't see your line again. Just click up and do it again. Cool. So it will be, and then go from the top of my circle downward. From the top of the circle there.
I can't see the second one.
Ooh.
What are you trying to do?
Make 20 meters.
Oh.
I think I should be
Yeah,
able to do it.
it will be about that.
Circle!
Okay, cool. Awesome. Probably be that, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, it's that, isn't it? Just use that as a
Oh
mark.
my god.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
sure?
because that's yeah. 'Cause it goes from that square.
Okay, awesome. Right, that's just my marker. So, as you see this owl figure just appear behind, you just see. I mean, as this figure has been inside, you see that the weather has picked up more and more and colder, but it also feels a bit weird. It feels like there's a bit of hard pressure within this area. And basically what you see is just this figure grab the ground from below, and you just see just the earth and the snow move, and you see the eyes glow even brighter, and it's going to cast Ice Storm.
Anyone within 10 feet has +3 to their saving throw, by the way.
Ooh!
I put a radius around me that you can see.
Nice. Oh man, super buff.
I
So-
can't see it.
That's to any saving throw as well.
Super buff. So Saya and the commander and most of the militia and Sentry has it. He's going to basically plonk it on the most effective area. So let's go for these guys. So anyone within that circle,
I can't even
which
see
is basically, I mean, I can tell you anyway. It's everyone but
Here.
What's
yeah,
that line?
it's anyone but that line.
So what do we need to do now?
So what you need to do is make a dexterity saving throw. Please. It's pretty freaking high. So
A
good luck.
+3.
Oh, Sentry.
I got
my
a nat
God,
20. You get +3 to yours as well, don't forget.
15.
Whew.
15.
15.
I'm
Okay.
gonna die.
This is where we just see all the gods die.
What life are you guys on, by the way?
Not a great amount.
Okay, so basically on a failed save, you get all the damage. On a pass, you get half the damage.
What was the pass?
Okay, so anyone who has failed, let me just do these saving throws. Give me a sec. I need to do how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 5 soldiers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then
Spirit gets a 20 as well.
2. So some of these actually get.
I have such a good dex save as
Okay,
well.
So all the soldiers pretty much get what? Plus what? Sorry, 3.
+3, yeah.
Okay, so only one of them makes it. even with the plus 3, they got a 21. The rest got 5, 10, 13, 9, 8, and 3. So they're all affected, and the DC was actually 21, guys. It was pretty big. So yeah, only one of you managed to succeed, which was.
Did you add the servant?
Say again. Oh, Luke, did you say something?
No, he was just making, because I rolled at the bottom, but that was for Spirit.
Oh yeah.
So Spirit failed.
So Ghost is the only one that succeeded. Ghost failed. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So anyone who failed takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
God damn it.
That's not alright.
Yours is half. Oh wait, no, magic.
Your mic's off,
And
Luke.
18 points of cold damage. So.
Oh wait, I need to wait.
You
No, it's
all
magical.
see Spirit just from this eruption, just engulf in flames and turn into ash.
Oh, you did.
Just say and 18 of cold frozen.
It's just like a mist of
So
ash.
yeah, you just see in this wind, in this hailstorm, as what you see is these huge boulders just start penetrating the armor of these militia and everyone. These huge boulders just appear from nowhere as the Frost Maiden's arms are in the air, and you just see it fall upon you. You do all take 31 points of damage in total, by the way, and half if you've succeeded.
Well, I halved the bludgeoning because I'm in Wolf.
Yeah, that will be
No.
half for the bludgeoning, and you'll take full cold. Am I right?
Check
Yeah.
if,
What do you think cool happened with my nat 20?
I did, man. That's so good. And I would say you sense this, Ghost, with the nat 20. You see this happen, and what you do is you see the hailstones kind of in your peripheral vision, and you just dodge like an absolute ninja, like not
No.
touching you, and then you just literally stand there like nothing's happening.
And just look at everyone else going, fuck!
Yeah, and everyone's
Wow.
armor has been dented. There's these militia that have been absolutely battered before and now even more battered. Some of them are like got broken leg injuries. it's pretty bad. I'm just doing the demo. Just give me a sec. Look at this.
Shit.
Some of these are pretty beefy, so it's good. Alright. Oh, I forgot to do the commander as well. Let's do him. He got he's in the zone. 15, 16, 17. He got an 18, so he takes 31 points as he gets hit and goes, "Someone fucking sort these out."
the sword absorption, by the way, Fraser.
Say again?
The sword absorption. Or use it on that.
Yes, absolutely. So what you get to do is you get to choose whether you want to. Okay. So what happens is when an element hits it. So for example, cold. The cold damage will now erupt through your sword, and you get to lock it in. And I'm guessing you're doing so.
Yeah, because it also gets times by the spell's level, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it was level 4.
Hell yeah. So, 3. Alright.
And as you see, everyone sees your sentry sword come up in this cool blue aura around it. Okay. She got anything else to be funny if she didn't?
It would be funny. It would be hilarious, in fact.
I think it would be quite fun. Do you not think it would be fun?
No.
It is going to move closer to the wounded compatriots, and that's going to end its go. Next is the abominable people's go.
I take an attack, please.
Absolutely, you can.
She's within 10 feet.
Yep.
God damn, 10 feet.
Yeah, I remember she's got the glaive.
Yeah, boy! Right.
There's a dark mode on Roll20 now?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You bet there is.
Okay.
It's been out for weeks.
I just turned that shit on.
Just realised.
Right, gotta read my sheet.
You just make it attack pretty much.
I've got a quick question. I've got my Deathweaver glaive. I assume it will be attack with that, or is it down as Pole Landmaster?
It'll be a pole.
No. No, it's shoot glaive. Oh, must. The one bonus action attack. That didn't make
Oh,
that
that's bonus action. No, because yeah, it's Sentinel. Because I've got a glaive, it's 10 feet reach. That's fine. Cool. So many moving parts.
I know.
That's a 25 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
For 12 slashing damage.
Say the word.
Counts
Say the
magical.
word. Say the word. Say the word.
What word?
Say the word.
What?
The word. Come on, what's the word? I drew it into you last time. What's the word?
Oh, and I'd like to pump a divine smite into that shit.
Hey, go for it.
I'm sorry, I'm getting close to this.
Oh,
You know what?
To the rock.
it's
Do it.
almost like the flame, the embers talk to you then, and you were like, your blade found more purchase, and it followed through.
It'll work.
And you just see this incredibly eerie kind of green flame, I'm guessing it is, just come through and pump.
Well, it's actually not green anymore.
Okay, what colour is it?
It's just normal flame, but it's bright. It's it's very bright, but because it's coming from my glaive, there's like little like sparks of like black necrotic energy also coming off at the same time. That's sparking the flames.
Straight through, yeah.
Okay.
Make that damage.
It's like, wow, Eternal Flame, you're really naggy today.
Yeah, get off my back, bro.
Eternal flame.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Get to work, get to work, get to work, get to work.
Is it undead or fiend?
Good question. Nope.
Neither.
Nope.
That's 8 radiant damage.
8 radiant damage, nice.
Yes.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
So,
So the
magical
radiant,
slashing damage and 8 radiant.
the radiant goes through. But what you feel is as you're pumping it in and you stash directly into this creature's face, you see the energy go straight in, and you expect them to be really stumble from it, but it doesn't do as much as you thought.
Which damage, sorry?
The radiant.
The radiant damage. Okay.
Reduced, unfortunately, too.
That's fine. Cool. Yeah, that's my reaction.
Okay. Amazing.
Look at dead in the
It's
eye.
still,
You can't see my face.
it's still these guys goes.
Question.
Yes.
Fra.
Go for it.
Can Saya tell that like radiant damage didn't do as much as it should have?
You were in the vicinity. I would say that you've seen this not has much of effect.
Okay, good. Just that was the question.
That's fine, no problem. So they are going to start piling up like mindless fiends. Let's see how far they can move. Ooh, hold on, wait. 30 feet.
What's the difference between radiant damage and fire damage?
Radiant damage is like celestial power. Like celestial
No, you
damage.
can't with a spiritual weapon.
Whereas fire is like turning magical fire and it's like heat.
I'm still gonna change. I'm still gonna change the shock. Anyway, just in case fire isn't effective. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah, radiant is like celestial power in a way, whereas necrotic is more undead shit.
Okay.
Radiant.
I suppose.
Can
Radiant
my
damage.
spiritual weapon make an attack of opportunity?
No.
No.
Even if it's
Good
my
try.
reaction.
Well, now I make it so it can.
So they're all starting to close in now, and you can see these bodies are various bodies of militia, and just different kind of like warriors. Some really ancient, you would assume possibly hundreds of years old, and some very fresh, with still looking like an actual living human or elf or whatever they may have been. But you now can see that they are clearly no longer in this world. The commander will now make his attack of opportunity. Sorry, not attack of opportunity. His action with a two-handed swing, and it will take a multi-attack with a great sword straight to this guy's face. That is an 11 and a 23 to hit. One hits with 7 slashing damage. Straight to this guy's chubby cheeks. Oosh! Swings straight up. Cuts a bit of skin off. The flesh comes off. One of the arms fly off into the distance. And he's standing his ground. Where one will retaliate straight into him. And these frost zombies are something that are so they will do.
Which one was the one which was weaker? Was it the one behind
The one that's in the door now.
Oh, he did 7 damage and it still wasn't dead? Good man.
Choice is DC 7 for 1. Okay, so basically what you see is this frost blade gets straight into the commander or attempt to attack. Do. Let's do it to attack. Let's see what it hits. Is 10. Misses. So he throws the blade in, and you see the commander just deflect straight off the bat. None of them can move any further, and that is the further action. So next up is Ghost.
It's me.
It's a yo.
It's a me.
You've got all these zombies or reanimated bodies approaching the door. You've got the Frost Maiden to your back. What would you like to do?
I'm in danger.
I'm in. I'm going to make eye contact with Garwin, isn't it?
Which one?
Commander Garwin, is it Garwin?
Garwin, yeah. Commander Garwin?
Yep. I'm going to make eye contact with him and give him a stern nod. And as I do, flames start to appear around my glaive as I take an attack towards the Frost Maiden again.
10 feet. Let's go. This is perfect for you. Behind
This is a
behind
21
lines.
to hit.
That absolutely hits, yeah. 8 slashing damage.
Yep, and that will be another Divine Smite to bump into that, please.
Well, these hits.
Yeah, rolling really
That's
high.
10 radiant damage down to 5.
5, yeah. Amazing.
And as my bonus action, I swing round, holding my glaive, hold my fist up, I clench it and pull it down as it engulfs in flames, and then behind the Frost Maiden will be my spiritual weapon.
Nice. You just see the kind of blade just go straight into the torso of this beast. Blow it back once more. Not as much as you thought, but stumbles a little bit nonetheless.
And then my spiritual weapon will go behind it.
Will it? Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Actually, no, here, please.
I will let
Yeah.
you control it. Give it a sec. Go for it. Just out of nowhere, just describe how it appears into the ethereal realm.
So it's just like sparks of energy, just like fire and electricity all mixing together, and then out of nowhere, this huge, like draconic glaive of a green and gold dragon just appears, humming with "I'm gonna fuck shit up," and that'll be a 19 to hit
Nice, that hits.
for 8 force damage.
Ooh, big boy damage this round. Nice. Cool. Frost Maiden, you see the blade go straight in and knocks to the side and almost stumbles a little bit. Yeah.
Cool. So that is 10 feet. Well, I'm gonna stand here.
Okay.
And then just keep looking both directions, but that is the end of my turn.
On your end step, Auril will use a legendary action, second one. And use grab the claws straight into the militia at the front and bring this bring with a natural 20, brings up this militian, once unfortunately was a human, now goes straight through the torso, and you just see the cold aura of these claws go straight into this figure, and they just disintegrate in shards of ice. Just goes straight into nothingness as that militia has failed on its mission to succeed and dies.
Well, I'm glad they used it now. Not on one of us.
Yeah, natural 20 with a 33.
At least they used it now and not like
shit, the bed.
It could have been worse.
And you just see the fellow militia around go, "Ah, you fucking bitch!" And yeah, is that your go?
Yeah, sorry, I said that's the end of my turn.
Cool, amazing. Sentry, you're up. Let's do something.
Yeah, get him. Sentry, we choose you.
Actually, seeing that, can I move back?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you still got your movement. Yeah. Commander Garwin kind of looks at you and goes, "Which way do we turn?"
I just don't say shit. I'm like,
That's actually persuaded my move, I think. No, he's giving me I'm gonna rage. Kate's gonna come out. Dean's gonna come and move. Chloe's gonna mute and light so I don't constantly get echo. And with that rage, I'm gonna go towards the hole in the wall
Yep, sure.
and take a swag.
It's holding the gate, but yeah, that's cool. Cool, go for it.
How's this one looking? Because it's really been hit.
Really bad, like last legs.
Yeah, last leg.
It's literally limping itself right now, trying to get in. It's almost using its body to lean against the gate itself.
Nice. A 26 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, let's go first death. How do you want to do this?
I'll just cleave through that one and continue to push through. And this is the first time where it's come into effect. My giant's might, as I'm not able to fit into the space,
Yeah,
I'll shrink back to normal size as I'm going through.
yeah.
And then I'll begin to, I mean, hopefully the plan's going to be, I'll kill this next skeleton. and then I'll be able to come back to giant size on the other side.
Okay, you can kind of deactivate and activate it in tandem. Right, cool. Yeah, sure. Go straight through. You feel bones and just guts clang against the door as it spills across and goes to ice. Go straight through, yeah. I'll reduce you to smally size.
Saucy.
He is dead boy,
Nice.
and you take the place.
Lovely, thank you. And then I'll swing at the next thing.
Go for it.
A 20 to hit.
Absolutely hits, yeah.
Or a 32.
Okay, yeah, still standing, but massive hit. Straight in.
Oh, still standing on 32. Do I want to use one of my charges? His source charge. Yeah, because I need to get to the other side. So I'll use one of the source charges.
Okay, go for it.
For the click. Nice. For an extra 18.
And that's cold damage. Am I right?
Yes, yeah, if it's the element coming out.
Yeah, it would have been
The-
cold you absorb.
Yeah, because, I mean, all of these things are actually emanating cold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the same as oral. So it's, I mean, it probably would be smart to have stayed with the fire that I had before. 'Cause
Possibly.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
pretty sure.
you're learning a new skill. Yeah. The thing is, every time you have a chance to absorb the element, you can or you don't have to. But and in this case, you can choose whether you want to do it.
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have.
Yeah. You wouldn't
that
know that.
it just do anything otherwise. So it'll just be 1d8 then. In the blanc. So an extra 3.
That's
comes
fine.
out there.
Extra 3 points of damage. Yeah, nearly on death's doorstep as you emanate that flame straight through, and you just see it kind of set on fire momentarily and just the fire distinguishes quite quickly, but does extra damage.
Cool. Alright, that's one of the sword charges, and then, because I've got a weapon mouse, I can make one more attack because I killed a thing.
Because I killed
It's
a thing.
on death's doors, I'm guessing now, so. Master swing. Ooh, 11.
11 misses.
Yeah.
These guys still have armor on, whether they're zombies or not. They still do have some sort of armor. Let's call it plate armor.
If I still be a kind of funnel in, but if I stay where I am, they won't. So, yeah, for the minute I'm gonna go there. Yeah, in front of the commander fella. And I'll just hold steady.
Sure, no problem at all. There you go.
Yeah.
Top of the round, Jackal. And let's see if Oriel gets her legendary actions back.
Sweet. Down below, is that snow or is it ice? Is it like hard ice or is it mounds of snow?
It's snow and ice. It's a mixture of both.
It's nice.
Sweet. Fuck yeah, I want some excitement. Jackal's going to turn around to...
Don't do what I think you're going to do.
Jackal's going to turn around to the elves.
Your halfling nimbleness to not get any attacks from opportunities. You're going to train these zombies like fucking Call of Duty, aren't you?
It's time to train. This is what Call of Duty has led to after all these years.
God.
He's going to say to the elves, he's going to say, if she wants to fight on two fronts, then we will too.
Oh God, it's 60 feet,
I look
Jackal.
behind to Athena.
It's 60 feet.
I'm gonna give Athena a nod, and Jackal's gonna yeet over the edge.
Oh shit, okay.
He's gonna yeet where he sees the nicest pile of snow.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
You sure you want to do that, yeah? Actually, no, you've already said it. Right, okay, cool.
Doing it.
This
Right.
is Jackal's death.
Okay. It is snow down there, but there's still floor, right? You sure you want to do it, yeah?
Doing it.
Huh?
We're doing it.
You've already done it. Right, okay, cool. You are on Athena or are you off Athena? Are you jumping with Athena? Are you doing
Athena can't, because Athena's turn, unfortunately, is slightly later down. the
That's
line,
right. Are you doing a
so-
Samuel Jackson and Dwayne The Rock Johnson off the building?
Yeah. Where's Jackal?
Aim for the bushes.
You know what I'm going to say? Aim for the bushes. Shit.
There's no bushes.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. I would like you to make...
Fell off like in a 1,000,000-foot mountain.
I would like you to make... Yeah, I know, into nice, thick snow. You're jumping off a wall onto the floor. So, I would like you to make an acrobatics check with disadvantage to see if you can shimmy yourself down somehow, dramatically, down a flat wall.
Come on. Double
Like,
natural 20.
I'm
10.
Right.
Wait.
Okay.
This is how he dies.
Fucking idiot.
Actually,
Puts on
So-
Hero's death music on. Get one.
because the ground where you are is snow, but you fail to, you jump off, you grab the ledge, you try and find a footing. Athena kind of looks down and goes like that in panic and looks down at you as you slide down. You're looking towards her as you're grabbing the wall, trying to find a footing or something to grab on, and you find nothing, and you hit the ground with 15 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Halved from 31 because it's snow.
Yay, we like snow.
Fucking hell.
You are lucky. So I roll to see if you hit snow or rock.
Ooh! Echoes about. Sweet. So what, I'm now...
You're now
here?
5 feet down, yeah. Well, away from the wall.
5. Is that the right position, or do I need
That's
to go across
right,
one?
yeah. Unless you
Cool.
want to launch
Okay.
yourself away.
We're doing it again! Sweet.
Just see one of the
and
zombies kind of look at you like...
Nice, and I'm going to shoot at the one that's currently...
Oh, mate,
engaged.
Legolas.com. This is Helm's Deep right now. Right, go for it.
I'm going to have some fun.
Oh, dude.
And because he's in engagement range, I get the sneak attack. Now, do these things count as humanoid?
Let's have a look. Yeah, they do.
Nice. Cool. As we get 24 to hit.
Fucking hell, yeah. That is.
Nice, for 18 magical piercing damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do this on this one?
Nice, so as I jump down off the wall, I'm literally going to draw out the bow, pull back the magical quiver, the magical drawstring even, and just launch it straight into the side neck of the zombie as I slightly dodgily heroes land.
And you just see it in slow motion through this camera. Just like, the Rise of Skywalker. No, it's not the Rise of Skywalker. The Force Awakens, where Kylo Ren stops the blaster in midair. It's just that straight through, and it goes straight through the torso of this thing and just cripples to the ground, dead.
And if the zombies turn around to the other ones and go, superhero landing.
Yeah, but I will say, yeah, well, nicely done, man. Yeah, take a point of inspiration for that. It's fucking ballsy. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ballsy shit.
The inspiration point stack, because I still have that other one that I've used that I haven't used before.
Why didn't you use it then? Oh, God.
Why didn't you use it when you got the bad fucking roll, you?
Because we haven't played in 6 weeks, and I've just gone on my sheet to see it.
Just for fun, Jackal, can you roll again? Just for fun. I want to see what you would have
Oh, okay.
You actually get like a good roll. I'm actually gonna slap him. I'm gonna go to Jamie's house right now. Jamie, I'll be 10 minutes, mate. I'll be 10 minutes.
A natural 20. Oh, mate. Yeah, I'm not letting you have that. That's fucking hilarious. That's just comedy factor right there. That's fine.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's definitely the proof is real.
Right, you still got your movement. Believe it or not.
Sweet. And I also got Whales of the Grave, so I'm going to Whales of the Grave this guy here because he's within 30 feet. So he takes D6 psychic damage, I think.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just check the type of damage in case it changes anything. Oh no, it's just sneak attack. Oh, necrotic damage.
Okay.
So, D6 necrotic, 5 necrotic damage to this zombie here.
Just straight necrotic.
Straight necrotic.
I've got some bad news for you.
That doesn't bother him, does it?
You go and you think what you see. Just describe how it happens, but I mean, it's the first time it's happened.
So literally, as I've shot my bolt into one of the zombies, you just see like a burst of energy just shoots out, straight hitting that zombie.
Straight
there.
into him. But what you do see is that this armor just ripples and ricochets and just fizzles off into the ground. No effect.
Okay.
They are
that's
immune
fine.
to necrotic.
That's fine.
That's a bit unfortunate, yeah.
Right, so it took me half my movement to get out because I was prone to jump off. So that leaves me with 20 feet left of movement. Because I've got 35 feet. I'm going to bonus action dash as well because it's time to do what we did on Call of Duty and train these zombies. So, how much movement does dash give you again?
Your full movement again, so it'll be full movement, which is 10 or 20, and then your 40, so you can move 60.
Yeah, because it'll be
80 otherwise.
20
no,
plus
35.
35.
Yes,
It's 55.
55.
Nice!
And you can go off the map if you like, by the way. This goes on forever.
No, you fall out of the world if you do that.
Essentially, I'm going to go to... How far is that?
Yeah, it's like Minecraft.
I'm going to go 5 more feet back from where I currently am.
Okay, that's fine.
Assuming that these guys' movement is
They move
30 feet.
They move 30.
Sweet, so I just want to be just out of that. So you are... That's 30, you can then... No, we'll move an extra 5 back as well.
Cool. Amazing.
Yeah, I've got plenty of movement to do that, so... Yeah.
Just
Nice!
in front of you is the wall, by the way, just so you know, obviously, if you want to make sure. But yeah, you can do that. Right, cool. Next up is Militia's go. Yeah, it took a while to go around, didn't it?
I'll go 5 more. Just playing around with it.
Yeah, that's
We'll
fine.
go 5 more feet forward.
So there, the commander kind of looks towards them, and they know their roles here. Two of them are going to walk up straight to close the gap. These two are going to close the gap. This one is going to try and flank. They can, yep. Okay. It should be able to flank. 30 feet. Yeah. Oh, it's not flanking. He will actually go where the dead one is.
Yeah.
So, Oriel's going to take 2 attacks with advantage.
Eat him.
They're going to use their halberds, so that's 16 and a 14. Both actually hit, believe it or not. And one of them is going to do another one, just standard attack, which is a 16. All 3 hits.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh shit. Wow. Okay.
So wait, they're attacking Frostmaiden now.
Yeah, they're all attacking them. Yeah.
Nice. Holy shit. I feel like this is like that point in like the game where like you meet the final boss, but they're too powerful, so you only get them down to like half health, and then they're like, "I'll finish you off later," and then they go. I feel like it's that kind of point. You know?
And as you see, actually, these militia have been destroying what's left of the Frost Maiden. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me just figure out this math.
Wait.
No, wait. Give me a sec.
The death of the Frost Maiden was done by a a couple of foot soldiers.
Waterdale.
Oh my
With a legendary blade called a halberd.
Hold on, let me get my maths right.
The common halberd turns into a legendary one.
No.
Yeah, well,
What
yeah.
you do see, though, is these 3 halberds just go straight in, almost simultaneously. And you do see the form of this, this Frost Maiden, essentially, getting pincered down, and she takes one knee, gets another one, swings to the face, goes down again, and then gets stabbed right through the torso, and then stumbles back to the feet once more. Kind of very tired looking. Yeah. Big boy hits. These have had their orders to stay. They will hold their action for a crossbow as soon as they see. Saya, it is your go. Are you going to do what
I'm going to close in on her.
can actually flank if you're here, by the way.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah, because that. Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay.
I didn't know if you could flank with a weapon, so I was just. Yeah. So I'll do first attack, Legion Claws. 23 to hit.
So this is how this is gonna go.
What? Wait, what?
So, Saya, just describe to me your claws for me, just straight through.
They are extremely sharp.
Yeah, but just describe this attack. See, this giant owl creature is in front of you.
What, are they standing or are they on one knee?
They are currently on one knee, looking up towards you with this kind of like scowl, if it could scowl.
I will, since they're on fire, I'm gonna like go out for an attack, stab them into the eyes to blind them, and just kind of like push them down into the floor.
And as you go through the eyes, what you do see is something a bit surreal. You go through, and what happens is the fur that was on the body, the fluff and the coziness that was to this beast or monster, the fur, just freezes. It goes straight into a state of stasis. And your claws get stuck and you try and pull them out and you can't. And as you do, you put them straight through. And as you do, the Frost Maiden's form becomes cracked and broken.
Can I use the other arm to try and smash this ice?
Yeah,
or?
just make another attack roll if you want.
22 to hit.
22,
Damn.
that does hit. So what I will say, just for flavour, you go in for another one. You're both of your claws in now, Wolverine. Trying to get them out is another issue. Trying to pull them out, you can't. And then what happens is, all in a matter of instance, what you do see is that the Frost Maiden's owl form becomes into this very strange frozen state.
Fuck.
What is happening?
And what you see in front of you is just this thing that just starts thrumming and just starts kind of beating, almost like a heartbeat, but with blue aura, like. And you just see it kind of withdraw back a second. You see it quiver and shake, and you take your claws out, and they fly out. And all of in an instant, what you see is this form of this owl just explodes into millions of shards. Everyone around gets blown back 5 feet in a backwards direction, so this way.
Shockwave.
And what you see in front of you is no longer an owl, but is in another form, which can only be described as, when it jumps on,
What the fuck?
Oh.
a giant female figure in its size. And
Don't fucked up now, boy.
at the same time, you all watch, one by one, all the figures outside just start to twitch, quiver, and drop, and basically fall to one knee, and they all, just one by one,
Shit.
I just jumped off the edge!
This then figure looks towards you, the commander looks straight towards this and goes, I'm confused. What's going on? Have we won? What the fuck? Looks straight up at this Oriel as it's floating 5 feet off the air, arms out, in this form of a female figure. And all you hear in your head, without any wisdom saves, you do hear, well, this was a lot of fun, but I'm going to leave you with something. You all seem to care about each other. That will end soon. We must make a choice. One of you is the sacrifice tonight, and it won't be me. And you just see her disappear into thin air, into a gust, and into the wind, and come into the snow and just dissipate. And she has left the battlefield. But what you do see is on the floor, left behind, a very small diamond shape. Essentially a crystal. And whoever the nearest is, which is the militia currently, you do see this diamond just start to bring a mystical aura around this militia person, this guy. And as he's crawling back, trying to get himself up, it entangles itself around the torso, the arms, the head, the chest. And you just start to see just a thrum, like every beat.
Do any of the militia around me start to look like really scared?
Everyone is frightened.
Like, is there anyone in particular
Everyone.
that is just... Okay, no, that's
Every
fine. I wanted to
single
do
one of them
something.
is now in shock. But what you see to this poor militia currently is just this reaching out stem of power. And you see this thrum of this crystal. And you remember the Frost Maiden's words. And it's almost like the thrum is getting quicker and quicker and quicker.
He gonna die.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Whoop!
Militia, man.
Very nice.
Also, I fucking called that it's like the halfway point where you see the final boss and it leaves you. And I fucking called it!
Thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to do this before we get cut out again. Technical issues. We love you very much. I shouldn't say that copyright, but we do. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and do all sorts of good things. And just please share our channel because we work hard and doing stuff. And yeah, we want to give you more content. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and do all the nice things. But until next time, bye-bye.
Bye!
Need them. You look around and take it in now that most of them aren't combat ready.
I just give a stern nod.
Right. I will prepare some defense. Oh my god. Okay. And at this point, all. Oh my god, this thing!